You're not here for comfort. You're here for truth.
Stoic lessons on betrayal, pain, and quiet power. You trusted them. You opened up. You let them in. And they lied. They left. They destroyed the version of you that believed in loyalty. Now you're sitting in the ashes of what used to be something real. Or at least what you thought was real. What do? The first cut is the deepest, but it's not the last. Betrayal doesn't just hurt, it rewires you. It shakes your sense of safety. It breaks the inner mirror you used to see yourself through. They didn't just walk away. They walked through you. But here's the truth, they didn't destroy you. They destroyed your illusion. And that's step one. Let go of what you thought it was. Pain is proof you cared. You hurt because you loved, because you believed, because you were honest. That pain, that's not weakness. That's proof that your heart still works. The Stoics never said, don't feel. They said, don't let what you feel control who you are. So let the pain come. But don't let it build a home. Feel it. Face it. Then free it. Don't seek revenge. Rebuild respect you want to show them. Make them regret it. Make them feel what you feel. But revenge ties you to them. It makes you their prisoner. It puts your peace in their hands. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. You want revenge? Level up in silence. Glow without applause. And never let them watch you burn. You were not weak, you were brave. People will say, how didn't you see it? They'll question your judgment. You'll question your own. But here's the thing, trusting wasn't your failure. Betraying was theirs. You were strong enough to love in a world full of masks. Don't let their lie kill your truth. You're not broken, you're being reforged. Pain cracks you open. And in the open space, you get to decide. Will you close up? Will you become bitter? Will you build higher walls? Or will you rise, clearer, sharper, stronger? You're not ruined. You're remade. This is where you become untouchable. Loyalty is a gift, not a guarantee. You gave them loyalty. And you assumed they'd return it. You thought it was mutual. That it was obvious. It wasn't. Because not everyone sees loyalty as sacred. Some see it as leverage, as control, as a way to test how much they can get from you before you break. But that's not on you. That's on them. You gave a gift. They exploited it. That doesn't mean you stop giving. It means you stop giving to the wrong people. The most dangerous person is the one who has nothing left to lose. You've already lost. The illusion, the trust, the false peace, and now you're not afraid anymore. That's what they didn't count on. They thought breaking you would silence you. But it gave you edge. It gave you focus. It burned away the softness. Now you're clear. Now you're dangerous. Because you know what it means to rebuild from nothing and come back stronger. Your future doesn't include their name. Stop rereading the last chapter. You already know how it ends. They chose distance. They chose ego. They chose silence. Let them keep it. Your next chapter doesn't include apologies. Doesn't include begging. Doesn't include waiting. It includes you, alive, aware, and free. Forgiveness is for you, not them. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you do. Because you want to stop carrying them. Because you're tired of dragging a corpse that already walked away. Because you want your energy back. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. It means liberation. You're not who you were before the pain, and that's good. Before betrayal, you were soft in places you didn't know. Naive. Overly trusting. Willing to see the best without proof. Now you see patterns. Now you listen twice before you believe once. Now you honor actions over promises. Pain took your innocence, but but gave you vision. You're not bitter. You're sharper, cleaner, stronger. The old you needed to die, so this version could be born. The story you tell yourself matters more than theirs. They'll tell their story. They'll twist it. They'll frame you as the villain because it justifies their guilt. Let them. You write your own story. You don't live in their narrative. You are not the fool who was tricked, the abandoned one, the broken one. You are the one who survived, the one who learned, the one who never gave up. The past cannot hurt you unless you invite it. Memories will flash. The good moments, the laughing moments, the maybe it wasn't so bad moments. That's nostalgia lying to you. You don't owe the past a second life. You don't owe betrayal a second chance. You owe yourself a clean break. Let the memory float by like smoke. You're breathing a new air now. Success is the final word. The best response isn't anger. It's building. It's waking up with peace instead of knots. It's laughing again without checking who's watching. It's loving again without fear. You win by living, not out of spite, not to prove anything, but because you refuse to let their shadow define your horizon. Let go of the version of you that needed them. The saddest part. You thought you needed them. You thought your journey required them. That your joy depended on them staying. It didn't. You were always the one carrying the weight. You were always the one building the bridge. You were always the one giving more. They didn't complete you. They drained you. And now, you don't need that weight anymore. You don't heal by patching old wounds. You heal by becoming someone new. There is no closure, only choice. You want closure. An apology. An explanation. A reason that makes the pain make sense. You won't get it. Closure is a myth sold by people too afraid to accept that some doors close without warning and never reopen. You don't need their apology. You need your own permission. To leave. To heal. To thrive. Your future deserves a fully present you. Dragging old betrayals into new beginnings poisons everything. New friendships. New love. New dreams. Don't bleed old wounds on new blessings. When you move forward, move fully. Because your future? It's begging you to show up whole. Not half stuck in a ghost story. Self-respect is the new standard. The old you wanted love at any cost. The new you knows the cost is too high. Now, you choose people who choose you. You walk away from half-heartedness. You set boundaries that don't bend. You protect your peace like it's oxygen. Because it is. Final thought. They betrayed you. They hurt you. They forced you to meet the part of yourself that survives when everything else breaks. Thank them silently. Because without the betrayal, you would have never met the unbreakable you. And that version doesn't need validation. Doesn't chase apologies. Doesn't beg for closure. That version builds. That version conquers. That version wins.
If you made it this far, you're not like the rest. You're not afraid of pain. You're not afraid of work. You're building something bigger than comfort, bigger than applause. You're building yourself. So don't stop now. Subscribe. Join the ones who move in silence and win in the dark.